ये बहुत स्टीफ है, हमको और भी ऊपर जाना है। कैसा लग रहा है मनसी?
आताड़ी बाहर आ गई है।
अच्छा अच्छा,
मम्मी
कोई नहीं यहाँ पे हमारा अलावा। यहाँ आने के लिए हमने ऑल इन वन टिकट लिए, जो अगर आपके पास समर कार्ड होगा तो 60 यूरो में और कुछ सेंट में पड़ेगी, अदरवाइज आपको 65 यूरो देना पड़ेगा।
To the Dachstein World Cultural Heritage Region. We're about to enter a world, a unique world of rock and ice that already the pioneers, the cave explorers in 1910 were fascinated by. And we will do around, just to get you ready, we will do around 500 steps in there. There are some steep staircases in there, okay. Also watch your step, please. Of course it's humid and slippery inside. Very, very important. Please don't get left behind, as after every section I will turn off the light behind us. And always stay with the group, please. Found a prehistoric ocean here. The sea animals, the skeletons of the sea animals and the shells built up the limestone, the typical limestone that we find in the Dachstein region. Typical for the limestone are also the many, many cracks where the water enters easily, and with the force of the water creates these hallways and entire cave systems. Also typical for the limestone are these formations here, the stalactites that hang from the ceiling and the stalagmites on the floor, created by the dripping water, and actually takes hundreds of thousands of years to make them look like that. They only grow 0.01 millimeters per year. The African continental plate pressed against the European continental plate tectonic movement, and with this tectonic power folded and elevated the stone to what is now found and what we now know as the Alps. We might have met this guy here, the so-called cave bear. cave bear, the word a little bit misleading because he didn't actually live in the cave, he was just hibernating here. He's a relative of the brown bears, but he got much taller and heavier also than the brown bear. He reached a height up to 3 meters and weighed up to 1,000 kilo, 1 ton. He was herbivore, his nutrition was plant-based. We know that because we found skeletons, dozens of skeletons inside the cave. And you can watch the skeletons down there when we go down. The age of the ice here is relatively young, only 500 to 600 years old, so it's approximately from medieval times. We know that because we have taken probes and found the remains of plants and pollen in there. That's how we could determine the age of the ice. The wind is responsible for a so-called chimney effect that we have in here. That means that in winter, the cold air is streaming in, is stored very well and easily by the limestone. Even in summer, when the warm air keeps entering through all the many cracks, the air in here cools down immediately, sinks to the floor and is getting pressed out in summer. Responsible, another factor for the volume and the forms of the ice in here is the water. Obviously, on the one hand, the snow, the cold snow melt water after winter, which helps increasing the ice, and on the other hand, the warm rainfalls, which obviously are reducing the ice. Also was auch noch eine Rolle. Thickest ice up to 25 meters ice thickness. You can either, when we get there, you can either choose the way on the right, the stable, traditional way, or if you feel adventurous today, you can take the way across the suspension bridge, across a deep ice abyss.
બહુ પકડીશ નહીં.